Hey dreamer, welcome to today's movement practice. I am so excited to get our bodies involved in this whole reconnecting with God thing. Because honestly, sometimes our hearts need our bodies to show them the way back home. If you've been feeling like you're going through the spiritual motions, but not really feeling anything, like you're physically present, but emotionally checked out from your relationship with God, this flow is for you. We're going to use movement to help bridge that gap between showing up and actually being present. Today, we're working with the idea that our bodies can teach our spirits how to come back to center. We're going to focus on releasing that weird tension you carry when you're trying too hard to feel spiritual. Opening up this space in your chest where you might be holding disappointment about feeling distant from God, and strengthening that sense of groundedness that reminds you that you belong in God's presence, just as you are. We'll work through some hip openers because that's where we store the emotional stuff. Some gentle back bends to create space for receiving instead of just giving. And some grounded poses that remind your nervous system that you're safe to be honest about where you actually are spiritually. All you need is yourself, some space to move around, and maybe a pillow for our resting time at the end. No mat is required. Your living room carpet works just fine. Let's move together and see if we can help our bodies to remember what connection feels like, even when our minds are overthinking everything. Start by sitting however feels comfortable, cross-legged, in a chair, on your knees, whatever works for your body today. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Just breathe normally and notice what's happening in your body right now. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let yourself acknowledge that it's okay if you don't feel super spiritual right now. Breathe in again, and as you breathe out, give yourself permission to be exactly where you are without trying to be somewhere else. Let's set an intention together. God, I'm showing up as I am today. Help me to remember what it feels like to just be with you without performing for you. Now, let's start moving and see what happens. Still seated, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, slowly roll your head to the right. Exhale, roll it back. Inhale, roll to the left. Exhale, bring it forward again. Take a breath in. Center. Then repeat this circle 2 more times. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and reverse the direction. Exhale as you move. Do this 2 more times in this direction. Breathing in and out. This is where we hold all that straining to get it right spiritually. Let it go with each breath. Inhale. Reach your right arm up overhead. Exhale. Reach up and over to the left. Stretching your right side. Breathe here for 3 slow breaths. In your nose and out your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch sides, bringing your left arm up and over to the right. Breathe here for 3 breaths in and out. Again in and out. One more time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale back to center and exhale. Rest your hands. Sometimes we literally need to create space in our bodies for honesty about how we're really feeling spiritually. Take a breath in, then slowly Come forward to hands and knees. Place your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and take a moment to settle here with a deep breath. Inhale, drop your belly down and lift your chest and tailbone up. Exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling and tuck your chin. Inhale back to cow. Exhale to cat. Continue this for 4 more breaths. Moving slowly with each inhale and exhale. Find your own rhythm. This isn't about perfect form. It's about moving with your breath and reconnecting with your body. From your hands and knees, take a breath in. As you exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale as you keep your left knee low to the ground. Exhale to settle in here. Inhale, place both hands on your right thigh and gently lift your chest. If you need more support, you can place a block under your back knee or a pillow for cushioning. Exhale, settle deeper. Breathe here for 3 breaths. This is what it looks like to step forward, even when you're not sure where you're going. Inhale, come back to hands on the floor. Exhale, step your right foot back to your hands and knees. Take a breath, and let's repeat this on the left side. Step your left foot forward, keeping your right knee low to the ground. With your hands on your left thigh, lift your chest and breathe here for 3 breaths. From your low lunge with your left foot forward, take a breath. Now exhale and place your right hand on the ground. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Look up at your left hand if that feels good for your neck. And let's breathe in and out. Sometimes we literally need to look at things from a different angle. Exhale. Bring your hand back down. Inhale. Step your right foot forward again, placing your left hand on the ground. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Breathe in and out. Now, come back to hands and knees. From your hands and knees, breathe in. As you exhale, bring your right knee toward your right wrist and let your right foot angle towards your left hip. Inhale, extend your left leg behind you. Exhale, settle in. Take a breath in, sitting up tall. If your hips feel tight, you can place a block or a pillow under your right hip for support. If you want to fold forward, exhale and walk your hands forward, resting your forehead on your hands, the ground, or a block if you need more height. Breathe here for 5 slow breaths. This is where we store the emotional stuff, including disappointment and frustration. Breathe through it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Slowly come back up if you folded. Exhale. Transition back to your hands and knees. Take a breath. Then switch sides, bringing your left knee forward behind your left wrist. And your right leg extended back. Again, use a block under your left hip if needed, and place a block under your forehead if folding forward and you desire some height. Breathe and fold or sit tall as we inhale and exhale for 5 breaths. In and out. From your pigeon pose, inhale and shift your weight forward. Exhale. Bring your front leg back and return to hands and knees position. Take a moment to settle here with a deep breath. Now that we're back in hands and knees, breathe in and tuck your toes under. Exhale. Lift your hips up into down dog. making an upside down V with your body. Take a breath here. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. Feel free to pedal your feet out here. Feel it out in your body. Settling into this downward dog. When you're ready, come to stillness. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, place your hands on your shins or your thighs. And lift your chest halfway. Exhale. Fold forward completely. Inhale. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Sweeping your arms overhead. This isn't about athletic achievement, but about you finding rhythm and flow in your body. Breathe in and drop your shoulders away from your ears. Now exhale and swan dive forward, folding down. Inhale, hands on your shins or thighs. Lift your chest halfway. And exhale, place your hands on the ground and step or jump back into your downward dog. Inhale. Shift forward into plank pose, like the top of a push-up. And exhale. Lower down slowly to your belly, keeping your elbows close to your body. Inhale, press through your palms and lift your chest for a gentle cobra pose. Exhale, tuck your toes under and press back to a downward dog. From your downward dog, let's exhale and lower your knees to the ground. Inhale, sit back on your heels. Exhale, slowly transition to lie down on your back and take a deep breath. Honor the movement you just created and prepare for our floor sequence. While you're on your back, you can place a pillow or a roll-up towel or a block under your shoulder blades. Go ahead and find it if you need to put your hands on it. And you're going to place it right between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Let your arms fall open to the sides with your palms up. Exhale. Close your eyes. And let's breathe in this supported fish pose. This is your body practicing receiving instead of constantly giving. This is your opportunity to be poured into, to be open to receive. Let your chest open and your heart soften with each exhale. When you're ready, inhale to remove whatever prop you chose from under your back. Exhale, hug your knees towards your chest. Inhale, grab the outsides of your feet and let your knees fall towards your armpits. Exhale, settle in. Feel free to stay still in this pose or rock gently from side to side if that feels good in your body. Sometimes the way back to God is through playfulness, not pressure. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale this time, release your feet and extend your legs however feels comfortable. You can extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling with your feet flexed. If this feels too intense, you can bend your knees and keep your feet flat on the ground. Or, if you have wall space, scoot your hips close to a wall and extend your legs up the wall. This is our waterfall, where you get to rest your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. This is our opportunity to let go without forcing anything. You're not trying to make a spiritual breakthrough happen. You're just creating space for whatever wants to emerge. Breathe and out. Let your nervous system remember what it feels like to not be in charge of everything. When you're ready, exhale and bring your feet back down to the ground. And find the most comfortable resting position for you today. Maybe it's laying flat on your back with your arms by your sides, or curled up on your side in a fetal position, or sitting comfortably with your back supported. Close your eyes and just breathe normally. As you lay here, we're going to slowly scan through your body, starting from the top of your head. Notice any places that feel tense or tight, and just breathe into those spots without trying to fix them. As you breathe, let these thoughts flow through you. I don't have to earn God's love through perfect spiritual performance. I don't have to feel a certain way to be acceptable. I can be honest about where I am and trust that God meets me here. Feel your body completely supported by the ground beneath you. This is what it feels like to be held by something bigger than yourself, even when you can't feel it emotionally. Rest here as long as you need. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a deeper breath and slowly open your eyes. Turn to the side that's calling you. If it's softness you need, turn to the left. If it's strength you need, turn to the right. Come up to sitting however feels comfortable. Maybe cross-legged, maybe on your knees, or just sitting with your legs out in front of you. Take a moment here and just notice what's happening in your body right now. How are you feeling compared to when we started moving together? Sometimes after we moved, we realized we were carrying tension in places we didn't even know about. Maybe your shoulders feel different, or your hips, or even your breathing has shifted. And here's something I'm curious about. Did your body teach you anything today about what it might feel like to reconnect with God? I know that sounds a little weird, but sometimes we get out of our heads and into our bodies. We notice things we may have missed before. Maybe it was something about surrendering, or the way it felt to move with your breath, or just the simple act of showing up for yourself. Trust whatever you notice today, even if it seems small or doesn't make complete sense yet. Our bodies often know things before our minds catch up. Let's close our time together in prayer. Bring your hands to your chest in your prayer pose. Jesus, thank you for meeting us in our movement today. Thank you for reminding us that we can connect with you, not just through our minds and hearts, but through our bodies too. Help us carry this sense of presence and peace with us as we go back into our day. When we feel that old, familiar distance creeping in, remind us that we can always come back to our breath, come back to our bodies, and come back to you. Give us permission to be honest about where we are spiritually, and help us to trust that you're not waiting for us to get our act together before you'll show up. You are already here. Bring your hands to your mouth. May the words of my mouth and drop it down to your heart, and the meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, my Lord, my rock, and my Redeemer. In Jesus' name, amen. Dreamer, you showed up today exactly as you are, and that is exactly what's needed. Your willingness to move, to breathe, to be honest. That connection happening right there. That's what it's about. Until we flow again together, remember that God isn't waiting for you to get your spiritual act together. He's just waiting for you to come as you are. You got this.